Hope you're doing good. Micah back with another video. Back here to talk about the Samsung Galaxy Watch Ultra 2 months later. And it's crazy how fast time can fly by, especially when you're using today's technology, because you don't ever really pay attention to the fact that you've been really using the technology that long. And that's usually a good thing because that means you've been enjoying the technology. It has blended into your lifestyle. It has been doing the job it's supposed to be doing. If you can recognize really how long you've had a device, that means it's probably causing you maybe a little bit more concern than you originally thought. So, with that in mind, for me, the Galaxy Watch Ultra has been a phenomenal device to be wearing. I've gotten more and more used to this orange accenting on the Galaxy Watch Ultra. And that's also with the help and assistance of getting and diversifying my bands that I wear to make the watch overall more comfortable to wear on my wrist. And so when you consider that when it comes to the bands, I don't like the fact that the bands are still kind of hard for me to actually disengage. I think this band and one or two other bands are relatively comfortable to disengage from the actual watch puck itself. But I don't like that it is a little bit harder to remove the bands from the Galaxy Watch Ultra than in the past. And so I'm hoping Samsung actually fixes that. It's probably just a simple tweak. It could also just be my model that I have as well. But from a hardware perspective, bands have been complementary to this watch. The band system could use a little bit of improvement, and in total, how the actual watch has been fitting on my wrist. As you see, I just took it off. It has been no problem. The weight you really don't feel after a while anyway. And that's one of the things that I actually really appreciate about the Galaxy Watch Ultra is that the weight is not as bad as at first glance. And that's working out. That's wearing it on a regular. That's wearing it casually. That's wearing it with a little level of business, flair to add with it. The weight is not really noticeable with the Galaxy Watch Ultra, and I'm so glad that Samsung found a way to really emphasize that when they constructed this device. So from a hardware perspective, this has been doing a very good job. The screen as well, no scratches. That sapphire glass is doing its job appropriately, and it looks as clear as day still. Matter of fact, I didn't even clean it off. Like it does a good job of removing fingerprints on its own and smudges for the most part. And that's something that I also like because I don't have to constantly keep a microfiber cloth with me or even use my shirt or something to actually clean a display off. It does a good job of doing that by itself. And so shout out to Samsung for again giving us a nice quality piece of product that you can wear with confidence and you can rock in many different environments with confidence because the Ultra model is supposed to be more durable anyway. This body is meant for rough terrain, and even though I haven't put it through its paces in that way, I have been wearing it. I've clunked it against the wall. I've clunked it, just against things, and you see that it's still maintaining its quality. And if you see a little scuff mark or so along the band disengagement system, that is because I've had to use a tool to help actually push these in to release the bands. And so I try to use a cloth in between, and I may have scuffed that, a little bit, but that's the only reason why you might see any of that. Otherwise, you see it still looks brand new out of the box. And I wear this just about every single day. From a software perspective, this too has been really good because now that I've picked up my steps in terms of my exercise, I've been doing a lot more walking. I've been doing a lot more exercising, especially at home. This has been logging in the information so well, and it's so discreet that when you finally complete your little heart rings, you almost look like, did I really do that? And that's because this does a good job of monitoring your health diagnostics from that perspective, being able to track your fitness in the smallest of ways and the most nuanced of ways, being able to achieve that very well with the Galaxy Watch Ultra with no problems. Now, I will say exercise-wise, I should probably do a better job of actually activating exercises with this watch instead of just allowing it to count my calories outside of that, because I will probably get a more accurate calorie count or caloric count when doing and using an actual exercise. And so hopefully that's something that I can, remember going forward, being more mindful in terms of being able to do that and utilize that feature even more, the actual exercise features on here. But that aside, it has been a joy to use. The software in terms of the watch faces has been a joy to use. You guys have been following my content in terms of the watch faces I've came across, both in terms of Samsung's ecosystem that they already give us by default, but then also paid and unpaid watch faces. And I think they do a really good job of complementing this watch. And Samsung's digital watch faces, like this info brick here, has also done a tremendous job of keeping me in the know of the information that I choose, such as the weather, such as the date, my heartbeat, the battery percentage, my steps, and the time in which I can change that font as well. And so that's something that I really, really like to see from Samsung, providing that customization, but also providing it reliably. And that's what you get out of the software with the Galaxy Watch Ultra. And then now that I've been doing a whole lot more sleep tracking with this, I'm also been able to notice how well that's been doing that as well. I wear this to sleep just about every single night now. I am a penguin. So if I show you guys that real quick via my luscious Z Fold 6 right here, if I go ahead and swipe into my Samsung Health, you guys will see, unless it changed, I was a penguin. Now it says needs attention. Oh, now I'm a deer. So it's changed to a deer. As a deer sleeper, your total sleep time is too low and you're tossing and turning or waking up too often at night. This coaching program is designed to help you get enough sleep and stay asleep through the night. So I've been having a lot of things going on in the background for myself, which is why I've been losing out on a lot of sleep. As you guys can see, I slept 5 hours. Yesterday was 5.5. Yesterday, the day before that was 6 hours. I finally got good sleep on, what's that date? 10/5. Was that Saturday, Sunday? Being worn out, being tired, just being exhausted and stressed out throughout life's many different struggles and adversities is really kind of trying to take a toll on me. But I just got to keep trying to power through and find a way through it. But being able to access the information from the Galaxy Watch Ultra in the actual health app has been a joy, because I have a go-to place where I can watch my trending data to see how I'm doing overall. And so that's what I like about the Galaxy Watch Ultra. And the last thing about software, I should have kept that open, was the fact that it also keeps account of, now by adjusting my body weight, that'll probably also help. But if I scroll down a little bit here, you will see my ages right here. And as you see, it's been steadily consistent for the most part. But I think if I change my weight and stuff like that, so I got to get a scale. But as I adjust that on a weekly basis, this may fluctuate as well. And the last few weeks, I actually have not been keeping track of my diet. And that's just because, again, I've just been very stressed out. I've been very worn out. I've been very busy. I just had life get thrown at me in many different ways. And so I just have not recorded my caloric intake or my water consumption via the watch or my phone for that matter. But that's something I'm hoping to get back to once things kind of finally calm down and, smoothens out. But this watch has been a joy, because again, from a software perspective, I've been able to also try to keep track of my stress. And although it's been unnecessarily higher than usual, it's also not in the range where, it's of critical concern. And that's because, I've just been given the tools to handle stress the best way possible, when it comes to life. And so now it's at a super challenge right now for myself. But having this watch on my wrist allows me to be able to track that and to be able to understand what's going on with me and try to find ways to calm myself down when things are getting tough. And so I could definitely thank the Galaxy Watch Ultra for bringing that to my attention and keeping me attentive when it comes to my health. But this brings up battery life. How is battery life on this bad boy? Well, I definitely could say it lasts, it seems like, a little less, much closer to maybe 2 days now. And that's because of the sleep tracking. That's because of the more exercise, tracking that it's now taking place and recognizing. And that has shortened the life a little bit to about two days, maybe, just under 2 days. I'm not mad at it, because as long as I can charge it before going to sleep, I'm fine. But 2 days isn't bad. It's just we are in this place now with technology and with our watches where we definitely want to see and experience better battery life. And so I'm hoping that Samsung really takes a page out of a new battery book for the Galaxy Watch Ultra 2 to provide that for us, to give us much longer battery life while being able to use this in the way it's supposed to be used, which is to trend your fitness tracking, your sleep tracking, your everyday life tracking right there on your wrist. We need battery life to complement that as well. But I can say 2 days isn't necessarily bad. And if we actually check the app, I might actually be able to show you guys here. So if we go into the wearable app and check watch settings, and we come into battery, we see that I have a day and 10 hours left with 51% left. And you see I usage since last full charge. So that doesn't count because I charged this to 74% yesterday. And so for me to have lost about 23% in the span of what, 15, 16 hours, or that's or maybe 18 hours even that's actually really not bad. So it looks as though that I'm still able to easily achieve 2 days out of this. I think it's just that time is moving by really fast, and you just it escapes you. So technically my battery life is doing pretty well on the Galaxy Watch Ultra. So that's battery life, that's software, that's hardware, that's the total package of the Galaxy Watch Ultra. Can I recommend it to you guys? I sure can. Links will be down in the description box below, because 2 months in and still seeing consistency in terms of good to decent battery life. Software usage, if I go ahead and start doing some swiping around on the screen real quick, the consistency in the smoothness and the quality, the fluidity of the software and the operating system has been here, and that has also been really, really good. I can't speak anymore to how well Samsung has optimized this device, and I can fully recommend it for you guys. And with the seasons coming up, depending on whenever you watch this video, whether now or later, come back, check the links out, because I will have one for you for the Galaxy Watch Ultra if you guys are interested. And of course, the links will be in the description box below. So let me know what you guys think about the Galaxy Watch Ultra. Do you guys have one? Do you use a Galaxy Watch, period? Are you interested in joining the Galaxy Watch crew? The comment section is open for discussion. But again, as always, if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys ignite the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. It's all free. That was a video, so you and I can sit back, check, and see what's cracking. And don't forget to hit that super thanks button down there, but a like and dislike button, Cash App and PayPal, and check the channel out for all the videos available to you. That's what to keep tech fresh and alive on this channel. Micah signing out until the next video. Wait for it.